Team Kenny and Armando. I saw somebody right there in the chat. Y'all know that's my favorite couple. I love them. Congrats. So, is it Jeannie? Jeannie Ma? Jeannie Ma? She's pregnant with her first child. Ciao. Jeannie, you said you ain't want kids. You ain't want kids with that white man. Girl, let me stop being messy. Congrats, child. These men got us changing our minds. Oh my goodness. Congrats, girl. Congrats. I know that white Republican you divorced is watching this show like, really? Because that's the reason why they got divorced. She did not want children. A man will make you change your whole life, girl. Congrats. All right. Hey, tonight. What's up, King? Hey. Still drinking that collagen water. Why did I get lavender lemon? But because I'm so dedicated. How much do I have? I got a lot in here. Oh my God. Do not get lavender lemon. It's not the good kind of lavender. And speaking of, you know what? I got to try this. Because guys, I really thought that this was lavender sea salt. It's grape. Oh God, Marshall. This is either a bust or a really great idea. We'll see. How do I? Oh. Well, I don't got nothing to mix it in. What am I going to mix it in? On my hand. I guess I'll mix it into my hand. Okay, it's purple. It's cute. Let's see if it's worth anything. I'm getting salt. I'm just getting salt. I'm just getting salt. It just tastes like salt. Okay. This may stick around, Marshalls. This may stick around. Violet salt. I probably have to actually put it on something, but I don't want to sacrifice a steak to see if this is nasty. Stay out of Marshalls. Stay out of Marshalls. It's not worth it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a Marshalls haul video. So y'all can see the ridiculous things I buy at this freaking place because I don't need it, but I buy it. My mom, when she saw the stuff that I bought yesterday, she was like, why? I don't know. I don't know what that place has over me. I do not know. I was thinking about something else I was going to buy. I got a problem. Pray my strength in the Lord. How are y'all doing? Hi, new people. Listen, I normally start about the 10-minute mark. So we got about 4 or 5 minutes before I get started. I start a little bit late after the time I actually start because I want people to come on in the room. And YouTube takes forever to notify people about my lives. When I get into the review, I will only stop to acknowledge super chats. And then after that, we can talk however long you want after I'm done with my review. Lord knows where the conversation is going to end because we might start talking about 90 Day Fiance and end talking about the Crypt Keeper. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm just getting salt. Sean said, wait, are you tasting the grape sea salt? Yes, the violet grape sea salt. Guys, if you're not here for my last live, I thought this violet sea salt was lavender sea salt, and I'm a lavender hoe, so I love everything lavender. Except for this Vital Proteins Beauty Collagen, lavender lemon, the worst thing they could have done. This is terrible, but I paid my money and I'm gonna finish it. So I'm thinking this is lavender sea salt. It's actually sea salt and grape, like grape juice. Why would you do that? Why would you even think of that? great lavender sea salt and maybe grapefruit juice or lemon juice, right? What's another thing they could have done? Mint. Lavender, sea salt, and mint. That would have been a great combination. Why grape juice? Weirdos. So I'm debating. It's packed in turkey. Oh gosh. Turkey needs the money. I don't know. Oh, but it's distributed in Cali. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it on my steak and see. I'm gonna put it on my steak and see. But who knows? Yes, I'll do it because the stuff is ridiculous. Y'all can judge me. It's okay. I probably need to be bullied and to stop shopping there. So it's fine. I'll do it. Black Lavender said, I don't know what Binion's ex-wife looked like, but his dance partner, stunning. That woman is stunning. I was like, you wanted Binion? How do men look over there? Because it's just like, do you not have a lot to pick from? Not saying that Binion isn't attractive, but I'm looking at his ex-dance partner and I'm like, girl, you could really do a lot based off of looks alone. Do you know? Child, I know you probably came on that show to be like, somebody gonna see me. Somebody gonna see me. Like, yeah, grape salt dinar. I don't know. But I'm not tasting the grape. I think it's because I just had such a small amount. We'll see. We will see. Love Like You Are said her ex-man, was MAGA. Anyway, he ended up having a kid 6 months later. Yeah. And the girl was like tormenting Jeannie. Do y'all remember that? That girl, she was taking every interview with anybody she could take an interview with. And she was dragging, is it Jenny or Jeannie? Dragging Jeannie about not having children and having his child and all this stuff. Now what? What y'all got to say now? Now what? What y'all got to say now? Oh, that lady used to torment her. And I was like, Jeannie, where are your girlfriends? Because no shade, she should have been jumped a long time ago. Like, you can't do it because you on TV and you got a lot of stuff going on, but you don't got no cousins, you don't got no girlfriends. Like, Dr. M said, we all know she did not want no kids. Oh, child. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, wow, congrats. But wait a minute. You were crying on the show about how your marriage broke up because you did not want children. And here you are, happy as a clam. I'm pregnant. I just wanted to announce to you. I was like, wait a minute. She ain't want kids with him. Child. Hey, Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi said, hey, Nikki. Hey, Star family. We're back like we never left. Thank you for bringing so much joy to us. Thank you for bringing so much joy to me. Let me, I got a super chat. What's up, So Steph? Thank you, sis. So Steph said, you put in work today with these lives. I'm having a ball. Thank you. Thank you for joining me, So Steph. Oh, gosh. No, it is, Dr. M. They say that they want you to put it either in your water or in smoothies. I think I'm going to do that. I'm making a smoothie tonight. I think I may do that. Because the water ain't working for me. The water is not working for me. IA say, yeah, Nikki, I don't watch the show, but just love your lives. You have me laughing for hours. Oh, you're so welcome. I've been very nervous about getting on here with like no subject matter, but it seems like we just have a good time hanging out. So I might try just the live, like, what's up? How y'all doing? We'll see. I may try just one of those. Because I don't want to like come on here without like a subject matter. Hold on. He has to. That's the first thing I thought of. Because I was like, oh my God, congrats. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I was like, hold on, girl. I was like, hold on. Kamisha said, she also said after 1 year, she knew they wouldn't make it. But wasn't she married to him for like a decade? Jeannie, what? You know what, girl? Do you have a book? Listen, Lily B said Jeannie Ma always liked black men. She should have married one from jump. I think that's easy to say when you're black. You know what I mean? Like, can we just be real? Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Everybody knows what we go through in this life. Ain't nobody trying to jump into this journey unless you really, really want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't easy. And everybody who is not black knows that it's not an easy life. So I can see her steering clear of being in relationships with black men, like marriages, but she was very clear that she enjoyed, she got dragged for this. So, it's nothing new, but she was very clear that she enjoyed their penises. She got dragged for that. And she did have to address it and clear it up. But, but then like, a lot of times non-black people who don't want to wade into the black waters journey find it a lot easier to be with black people who are prominent, wealthy, or famous because they're black, but they're not that kind of black. So it's an easier process. It's an easier journey because they'll be favored in certain areas and in certain circles because of their fame or their wealth or, their connections, political connections, or things of that nature. So I can see her not being a regular black dude, but I can see her be. Jeezy threw me off a bit. I will say that. But again, it's Jeezy. It's somebody who has money. It's somebody who is very well known. So he's going to get the different treatment than the average black man. So people are going to see it like the white supremacist structure that we live in America. They're going to it's going to tread lightly with him because he is somebody who has a fan base, who has notoriety. So you can't really pick with him and get away with it. But you can pick with a black man that don't have all those things. So I think that happens with a lot of non-black people who are attracted to black people. It's like, yeah, I like you. I'm attracted to you, but I got to be real. Do I want to be on this journey? Like Will. Remember Will from, if you guys watched The Bachelorette, where he was saying that his white girlfriend that he was with broke up with him because she didn't want to have black kids. And I was like, you know what? I thank her for doing that. Thank you for not raising children you did not want. And it wasn't because the girl was racist. She was just like, I'm not built to raise a black child. Like, I'm not built for this journey. No. So it happens. Not saying that it's right. I'm saying I get why she would be with the Jeezy and not just a regular black dude. It makes sense. It makes sense. Anyway, girl, congrats. Congrats. What live is this? This is 90 Day Fiance. Where are we going? Pepe said the best part of working from home is your videos. Thank you. Let's be real. Even if I was in the office, I have my earbuds in. Yes. Afua said she knew they wouldn't make it after 1 year, but she grew up in a dysfunctional home and felt internally pressured to stay and keep the marriage going. I'm actually subscribed to her YouTube channel. She has a lot of talks with her mom about their issues that they have. Listen, it gives big Candace and Miss Dorothy vibes, but it seems like it's some kind of therapy for her to work through those issues with her mother. So if it works for her, hey, it works for me. God bless. God bless. Can you imagine giving 10 years of your life to a man you didn't want to be married to? 10 years, a decade of life. Woo, ciao. You know what? Would that be something y'all would want from me? A Hot Topics thing? Maybe I'll do that, Hot Topics live. Because I normally just talk about stuff concerning the reviews, the shows that I review. But if y'all want something like that, I'll definitely give my opinion on stuff. Just know certain people I can't talk about. I'm a baby in this industry. You know what I mean? Like, certain people I gotta steer clear of. I hope you picking up what I'm putting down and support me in that endeavor. All right, let's get into this. Oh, IA said, yes, please. I would love a live where you just talk and see where it goes. Like the last live. More prison dating game, please. I am always surprised at how the game always goes left. I am still laughing at last week's felon dating game with that guy who, what was he called? Big Mo, Lil Mo or something? She's ratchet. That was not planned. I'm telling you, when I scroll through that website, it's the first time you see it is the first time I see it. That girl is rich. Oh God. JL said, I'm happy for them, but sometimes Jeannie's slow speaking and political correct tone sometimes can be overwhelming for me. Yeah, she gotta protect her coins. Guys, I love y'all, but if I start talking differently, please support me. Just know I can't say what I used to say when ain't nobody know I was here. Okay? Just know I don't want you to be like, oh my goodness, she acting different. She's saying things a little differently. I want you to be fighting in them comment sections like, you don't know NikkiStar. She got to do what she got to do. Let's support her and lift this Black woman up. That's what I need y'all to do. Because listen, you got to start talking a little different. People are sensitive out in these industry streets. You know what? I will definitely do that because I have been talking about this Karen Civil thing, but I just have not talked about it with you guys. Baby, it is layered. Layered. Oh, you know what? Can I talk about it? Let me see, because I have a relationship, so I need to see if I can talk about it first with this. Yeah. But if I can, I will. If I can, I will. Thank you, so Steph. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're talking, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about my latest Love After Lockup live. It's at the end of the live. We play a felon dating game. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. All right, family. Thank you, Black Lambert. I need y'all to be fighting for me and supporting me because they're going to try to say that I'm acting brand new, and I will be. But you guys will know why. I need you, team. I need you guys. Oh, here. This is Tracy is supposed to talk about all lives. I think that's the one with Helicopter Jesus. Is Timmy in that one too? Thank you, Paige URL. Said, girl, yes, you can talk about it. The Haitian community got your back. Thank you, family. That's all I need. Oh, let me turn on my ear. Hold on. I'm going to turn on my ear and then we're going to start. 90 Day Fiance. Now I'm turning on the ear. It's a little warm. A little warm in here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in my smoothie. Oh, my gosh. My door is swelling, guys. Hello, climate change. Because it's starting to be like, we've been having humid weather a few days out here in my hood, which is like unheard of. So my door is swelling. I don't know how to stop that door from swelling. Oh, Team Timmy. Team Timmy. Anyway, let's get into 90 Day Fiance the other way. Let's get into Jenny and Summit, also known as Summit. Jenny, what is your man's name? What is your man's name? You call him Summit and Summit. You call him Summit in the Summit in the scenes with him, but you call him Summit in the confessionals. You don't even know your man's name and you're trying to marry him. Girl, wake up. Wake up, girl. Anyway, so Jenny and Summit, also known as Summit, are now down at the passport office trying to get him a passport. Jenny, I hope you're just on this show for the show and for the fame and for the money that you can get from it. Because at this point, you have to know that he don't want you. Like, you have to know that he doesn't want you because there are so many obstacles that he puts in between your relationship for it to take the next step. Like, there are so many easy things that he could do, but he won't do them because he does not want to marry you. And I think you need to figure that out. If you haven't at this point, I hope you get the memo. If not by me, by maybe your family, somebody who loves you to tell you he doesn't want to be with you. Because if he wanted to marry you, you would have been married by now, right? Because every obstacle you guys have overcome, every obstacle you have found out that it was not as difficult as he made it out to be. Case in point, here we go with these passports. Everybody, every grown person knows how easy it is to replace your passport, especially during the damn pandemic. Because nobody's in the office. I told y'all when I went to go get my passport, I walked in, I was like, oh, is anybody else here? It's just me? Oh, okay. And like I walked in, they were like, what do you need? All right, like pop. You'll have it in 2 weeks. It was so easy. Like, it's nobody there. You have to bring certain information. It's all over the website. You can call. They will give you the information. It was so easy to replace his passport. Y'all went to the office and found out how easy it was. Summit, also known as the Meet, knew, because when the man was giving him this information about the little things that he had to do to replace his passport, he was sitting there biting his lip. So you know when he bites his lips that he has been exposed. And he's trying to think of a lie to get out of the situation. Because the man is sitting there talking to you and him, and Samit is like, because he's thinking up a lie. He's thinking up another lie to make an excuse for not wanting to marry you. And I think because he's out of all of these excuses, he's going to bring what? The only thing that continues to work is his parents back, who do not want him to marry you. He's going to use that excuse again because he's exhausted all his other excuses. He does not want you. And even when he's busted or caught in a situation, you always give him an out. Because after you meet at the post office place and not the post office, the passport place, you find out how easy it is. You sit down with them and you're just like, well, let me do my voice. Well, that was pretty easy. And he's sitting there like, oh, well, and before he can even say anything, you're just like, oh, you were scared, weren't you? That's why you didn't do it, because you were scared. Why don't you just let him answer? Why don't you just let him answer? We know it's going to be a lie, but at least let him say something. You gave the man an out before he could even lie his way out of the situation. So as soon as you said that to him, he was like, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah. Well, you're scared to do anything because if you don't do it, you won't know if it won't work out. So that's what it is. Just let him say something. She would not let him say anything. And all she did was give him an excuse. And I'm like, okay, so do you know that he don't want you? And you just continue to give him excuses so you can stay here in India and think that you are something hot because you're a 60-plus-year-old woman with this 30-year-old Indian man? Because you got yourself something brown and foreign and young, something you could talk about to your girls back at home with or on FaceTime. Girl, I got me something young and brown. He's all over me. Is that what you want to do so that you can feel good about yourself? Because you have to know. You are too old at your big age. You have been played enough by men. You should know what's going on at this point. Like, Jenny, I can't believe that you don't know that this man is playing you. He keeps on making excuses. So what is he going to do next episode? Bring in his parents. And as soon as he sits down with his parents and talk about marrying you, what does his mother do? In the preview, when he said that he wanted to marry you, his mom, she was like this. She got herself and she got out. She's not engaging in the conversation anymore. She is disengaging. She told you that woman is never going to be my daughter-in-law. It is not happening. So at this point, mama not even giving you smoke anymore. She's not giving you her emotions. She's not giving you her stress. She's not even giving you her words. Mama got up and walked away. She's not engaging anymore in the foolishness. So that is what Summit, also known as Samit, is going to go back to now. The passport thing, he's been fumbled. You figured him out. Now he's going to go back to, oh, my parents don't want it to happen. So that's why we can't get married. Jenny, go home to your grandkids that love you, that you abandoned for this man that continues to play you. Get out of that situation. Or are you just there for the show? If you're there for the show to get your coins, mother, have a good time. But you have to know this man don't want you. You have to know. You easily catch him in lies and you keep on giving him out. What is the truth? Do you know or do you not know? What is it, Jenny? What is it? Before I go on, I got a super chat from Pepe. Pepe said, every time the Jenny impersonation gets me every single time. Oh, gosh. Thank you so much for the super chat. I loved it. His mom was just like, let me get my stuff. I'm not dealing with this no more. No, get me off camera. Like, she don't feel like it. She told you, I'm not doing it. She's not going to be my daughter-in-law. I'm out. Peace. No more. No more crying. No more falling apart. Not even giving you eye contact. She just got up and left. That's what she needs. That's how she needs to deal with him from now on. Because she knows her son is a scammer. Now, maybe before it benefited the family, but now she's tired of the mess. You go, Summit, also known as Samit's mama. Let's get into Ari and Binion. Leandro. I also do not buy Ari saying that Ethiopia is home, because she was talking to Leandro about, you know, just her time in Ethiopia. And he was saying, he was just like, I don't really think you like being here. And she's like, oh no, I love Ethiopia. It's home to me now. And in his confession, he was just like, I don't believe it, because if you're saying you're homesick, that means you're sick because you're not home. So you want to go back to your home. I'm not buying that Ari has made Ethiopia home and wants to stay here. I think that she has a plan in place and she can't reveal that, right? I honestly think that, and I've thought this from day one when I met this couple, that Ari and Binion are scamming to get on 90 Day Fiance happily ever after. I don't think that Ari is going to stay in Ethiopia. I think that she is doing her best to make sure her husband can get over there in America. And one of you guys informed me that on the Reddit thread or whatever about this show, that somebody said that they saw him in Ari in America shopping. So I honestly think that these two, their whole goal the entire time was to get on 90 Day Fiance happily ever after. I don't think that even Binion intended on staying in Ethiopia, which is why he got with that first American woman. Let's talk about it, Binion. But it just makes sense, to be quite honest with you, because Ari's whole family is there, not to be shady, but they just have a better financial setup with Ari's family supporting the both of them, how they have supported Ari. And also Binion can finally see his son regularly. You know, he hasn't seen his son in 3 years, and the kid don't even know him at this point. So I think that has been their plan since the beginning, but Ari can't say that. Ari can't say, oh yeah, I want to get out of here. Ethiopia is not my home. You can't say that when you're on 90 Day Fiance the other way, because you were casted on this show because you wanted to move from America to live in another country. That is the basis of this show. They are focusing on Americans who moved from where they are from America to live in another country with somebody who they have fallen in love with. So you can't say that you hate it here and you don't want to live here, because then that disrupts the basis of this show and the reason why you were put on this show. She can't say it, but I feel like she said that to Leandro, however you say his name, Leandria Johnson. I think she can't say that, but I think everything that Leandro is saying is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, but she can't say that. I'm telling you, I will not be surprised when they end up on 90 Day Fiance happily ever after. So here again is Ari bringing up her story about her leaving Leandro. But girl, again, the story does not add up, because last episode it was that you always thought that you guys would get back together, even though you hadn't been together for a decade, right? But you just always knew that you would get back to him. And the only reason why you did not go back to Leandro is because you met Binion and got pregnant, right? That's what you told us last episode. So this episode, the reason why you divorced Leandro was not because you were young and wanted to travel the world, not because you met Binion and got pregnant. It's because he didn't want kids. She said, when we first got together, we both said we did not want children. She said, but as I got older, as I got to around, I think she said around 25 or 27, I realized that I wanted children and he didn't. So that is why we went our separate ways. And I'm like, this is a new reason. You were giving me big Erica Jane and Tom Girardi energy with all these freaking stories, because it's 3 stories at this point of why they did not work out. Which one is the truth? Him not wanting children, you wanting to travel the world, you being too young, or you meeting Binion and getting pregnant? Which one is the truth? Because they all cannot coincide together and make sense. So which one is it, Ari? See, this is what happens when you lie, right? You can't keep up with your lies. So you just keep on telling lie after lie after lie to the point where nobody believes you, because none of this stuff makes sense. What is it? Why did you guys not work out? We don't know. You've told us so many stories. We can't believe any of them, because none of it is making sense. Anyway, this episode, you know what? I do want to talk about this before I go on. Leandro, because I wrote this down. I'm like, we got to talk about this. Leandro, why is this the mask that you chose for reality to be on national TV? Why is this the mask that you chose? What is this? Is it like a crater, a boil, a blacked out eye? Is it an alien? I'm trying to figure out, is it a black kid? Is it a parasite? What is this? Why would you say, I'm going to be on national TV? This is the mask that I am going to wear. Why was that your choice? Or did you just buy that at like one of the stands in Ethiopia? Because I was always taken back by that. I was like, is that a sore? Is it a parasite? Is it an alien? What is that? Why is that your mask? And why did production say, hey, can we get him a mask that's not distracting? Nobody said anything. You just put that swollen sore of a face mask on TV and nobody said anything. Who's running the show? Who is running the show? What is it? Hoy hoy ho, hoy hoy ho. What? I was trying to get it down. I was trying to write it correctly. Hoy hoy ho. That's the song that Bini was singing and his family was singing when everybody was jumping over the fire. Even a baby. I mean, I know cultural traditions, but I was just like, are we sure that nobody's clothes is flammable? But everybody got into it. Everybody got into it. And it was actually fun to just see them have fun. But we know that the fun was going to be short-lived because Bini's sisters don't like Ari. And they will always find a reason to go after her. And listen, I get it. I'm a sister myself of a young man who was dating and a big sister. And so I understand, right? But at some point, like if they're engaged and they have a whole child, maybe back off being nasty every time you meet with them. And then it's like, Bini, how can you expect Ari not to have a problem with you when every time she sits down with her sisters, they cuss her out and you just look down like a child? No, you brought her into this situation, right? You need to protect her from your sisters. You should check your sisters and tell them not to speak to her like that, because at this point, they are just overstepping boundaries and being extremely disrespectful to her. And like Ari could definitely say some things back to them and be right, because they're just being nasty and they're just being, rude to her for no reason whatsoever. I didn't think that Ari did anything in this sit down with Bini and his family, with his sisters. Like nothing that happened that night warranted how the sisters were speaking to her. And you can say it's definitely a language barrier, but then we have to talk about the body movement and the way certain things were said. Nastily, with a lot of shade. It was unnecessary. Like, they just don't like her at all. They constantly drag her whenever they see her, and Bini absolutely says nothing. And I honestly get that they have questions, because it's definitely not a good look that when Ari was pregnant, she stayed with Leandro for 2 days and did not tell Bini. Absolutely, you should have some suspicions about that. But that is for Bini to take up with his partner, not for Bini to tell his sisters so that they could get her together while he sits there and acts surprised. What the hell are you surprised for? Ari, obviously, and Leandro were not the people who told your sisters that when she was pregnant, she slept over his house for 2 days. That was you. So why are you looking like a child? You said it about your partner. And you said it to your sisters because you know, one, that they don't like her, and two, they are very protective over you. So you knew that they were going to confront her. So this is what you want. You basically got your woman jumped. That's what you wanted, for them to say something to her, and they absolutely did. And they were out of order. She is in a relationship with you. If you had an issue with her staying over Leandro's house while she was pregnant, if she wasn't pregnant or whatever, if you had an issue with her doing that and not telling you, you should have said something. Not run like a little boy to your sister so they can come and get your girlfriend together. Ari, you didn't have to take that. See, that's why he's dating and in a relationship with you. Because I guarantee you they wouldn't try to mess with another Ethiopian woman. Excuse, who are you talking to? Oh girl, no, not me. I can do whatever the hell I want with my body. So now what? And I'm gonna do it again when I go to America. What's up? Like, They did it to the right girl. And Ari, he did not protect you. You had every right to get him together. You didn't, but you should have, sis. You should have. I will say this, Ari. At the end of this episode, where you were acting like you were questioning your relationship with Binion, and you just needed Leandro to come out here so that you could finally make the right decision for yourself. So when Leandro left, you was just like, I'm glad he came out because I needed to know. I needed to close that chapter of my life, and I needed to know if he was the best choice for me. But I realized while he was here that Binion was the one for me the whole time. You were never questioning your relationship. This was all storyline. You ain't have nothing going on. So y'all over here faking this mess. The only thing that was real was Benny and sisters getting you together. Stop it. You were not questioning your relationship with Leandro. Leandro, who got a whole girlfriend back home. He got a whole girlfriend back home. And you mean to tell me that he's going to come out to Ethiopia and risk his relationship with his girlfriend or Binion's former dance partner, who he is absolutely in love with? You think he going to risk either one of that to come here and live in Ethiopia with you and your baby? Get out of here, girl. Even if he brought you back to America, you think he's going to bring you back with a kid that he does not want? He don't want his own children. So what makes you think he's going to want to raise your baby? Lies, frauds, schemes, and scams. Y'all did not have anything going on, so y'all faked this whole situation. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If anything, Leandro could not wait to get away from Ari so that he can go stalk and try to get Binion's ex-dance partner to be with him, because he was so shocked by how beautiful that woman is. He could not believe that, one, that woman dated Binion, and two, that Binion had somebody like her and still wanted to make it work with Ari. Remember his confessional? He was like, I can't believe that he broke up with her to be with her. And that's who you want, Ari. Get out of here. Your lies, fraud, scams, and schemes. Steven and Alina. Again, who's running the show? Because I need to know who is the producer of the episodes with Steven and Alina, or the scenes. Because why in the hell would y'all film Alina with this damask wallpaper living room? It's so distracting. I'm telling you guys, every scene that Alina had in that damask wallpaper living room, I don't know what was said. I really don't. The room is so confusing. It's giving Rorschach test. That room was so, like, that damask wallpaper was so aggressive. I just could not focus. So any scene that she was in with her friends or her mother, I don't know, because my brain was being bombarded with these images from her wallpaper. Why would y'all, was that the only room that was like filmable? Was there no other room? Could y'all not rent a space or, pay a restaurant some time to film in the restaurant? Y'all kept on choosing this room with this aggressive wallpaper. It was so distracting. Who is running the show? That's like directing and producing 101. You never want to film with the background that is more interesting or more aggressive than the talent. So I don't know what she said to her mother in that living room. So I can't even speak on that. I couldn't pick it up. I couldn't pick up nothing. I was just so distracted by that wallpaper. Anyway, I can pick up in Turkey, and that's where we're going. Alina says that she needs to make sure that she can trust Steven. But I feel like, sis, if you're already doing things like having your best friend pretend to be another person to try to entice Steven to cheat on you, I feel like you already don't trust him. So the trust is already broken. So maybe you just need to confront him about how you feel about him asking you if he can date other women, instead of doing all of these little tasks to, see if he will remain faithful to you. Because if you have to go through all of this to see if he will remain faithful to you, then you already believe that he will not. So just talk to him and see where you guys are at in your relationship, instead of wasting everybody's time, your friend's time, your time, Steven's time to cheat. seeing if he will or will not be faithful to you. I think you already know that he won't. So talk to the source, deal with the issue instead of wasting everybody's time. Also, I'm not Mormon, right? And who am I to judge anybody's sex life or lack thereof of sex life, right? But Alina and Steven are doing something. Y'all doing something, because why in the hell was Alina dressed in that Marshall's Junior section lingerie waiting for Steven to come cuddle you? I thought y'all wasn't doing stuff like that. So you want him to cuddle you in this prepubescent pink lingerie, but y'all just gonna cuddle and then he's gonna go to another room and sleep. Who you playing? Who you playing? Not me. So y'all doing something. They give big grinding over the jeans energy. Like there's been some, index finger penetration. That's what I'm getting from them. Because why are you in lingerie? I thought that Steven was at least going to come cuddle me in your little pink lingerie. Why you think that? Because y'all done stuff like that. Y'all slept in the same bed and been like, oh no, we're not going to have sex. But then, his hand slip and next thing you know, he cupping a titty. Like, girl, don't play with me. We've all been 14. We've all went to Christian camp. Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all doing a little something. Something's happening. Something's a little, you might get a little out of hand and then say, oh no, we can't do this. We have to stop. Because why were you at the lingerie threw me? I will say that. The lingerie and the cuddles threw me. Not this couple that is just so innocent. They not doing nothing. Why are you in lingerie? And she said, I expected for him to come in and cuddle me. If you're expecting it, it's because it has happened before. Y'all got to stop that talking, because the more the both of you speak, y'all start to expose yourselves. Won't you just be real? Jesus died on the cross for our sins. God knew y'all would be grinding and penetrating before marriage. Like, he got it. He knew. You know what I mean? Let's not waste Jesus's blood. It was shed for a reason. Just repent and move forward. Stop lying to us. Stop lying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, Alina. I don't believe it. I will say this, Alina. You also better celebrate your damn self, because Alina, in her confessional, she was just like, I don't want to be left alone in my apartment in Turkey in this neighborhood while Steven is on another side, because I'm attractive. I'm attractive and I don't want to be by myself in these streets. Girl, let them know. Normally, women don't hype themselves up like that, but she said, I'm attractive. So I know the men of Turkey are not going to be able to handle themselves once they see Alina, and I need protection. You better work. You better work. Let them know who you are. I'm an attractive woman, so I can't be by myself. I need protection. I like Alina. Alina. Ciao. She let us know. So let's talk about another fake scene with Steven and Alina. I'm telling you, Steven, you don't know that Alina is talking the way she's talking, because the way you were talking in your confessional, you were acting very innocent. But Alina, although I don't think she knows that she is exposing you, she's exposing you. Because when you came in her room, when she was in her little, prepubescent lingerie, her lingerie from Clears, when she was in her lingerie sitting on the bed and you came in, she was expecting something, right? I don't know if she was expecting you to break that IKEA headboard, but she was expecting something. So when you came in with the Bible and started reading scripture, she was like, what are you doing? Because that's not normal. She is exposing you, Steven. That is not normal. She even said, I expected, Steven to cuddle me or lay with me or something. I didn't know that he was going to give me a Bible study, because that's not what they do. You're being exposed, Steven. You're being exposed. You're being exposed. And another thing that you are being exposed about is your excessive cheating. Because Alina only mentioned that you called her and said that you want permission to date other women. But you are also going beyond dating with these other women. Because why would Alina not want you to stay at that hostel? Now, earlier, remember last episode, I thought that she was just like, no, I don't want my boyfriend to be in a hostel when I'm in this really nice apartment. I don't want him to be living in those kind of, situations. While I'm here in this really nice apartment, it doesn't seem safe for him, right? This episode, we find out that she don't care about how raggedy the hostel is. She don't want him staying there with other women because she does not trust Steven outside of her eyesight of what she can see with him. Why? Why doesn't she trust him? Steven, this reunion is going to be good. This tell-all is going to be good because your woman is showing us another side of you and you have no idea everything that she is saying. Ellie and Victor, I really like Ellie. I really, really do. There's an adorableness about her. I don't know if it's her 3A curls. I don't know if it's that, but she just seems very sweet and somebody who loves love and wants to be loved, which is why it breaks my heart that she is with Victor, because I just don't think he's going to love her the way that she desires. But I think because it's that he'll fake good love to her, I think she'll just take it. Like she said, I don't want to be lonely. So I think she'll just take it. But Ellie, I wish you had the real love that you want and desire, because you deserve. Victor is 38. How? We don't look like that at 38. How are you 38? It must be all that cheating. You're probably stressed out by dangling all these women, because Steven gives me male escort. I feel like Steven is slinging peen. And it's not like that other 90 Day Fiance situation. I forget that lady. The one who was like, she talked like this. Remember her? And she wore the 2 ponytails. And she was like taking care of her man and his whole family or something like that. But then she was also sleeping with his cousin. Remember that lady? I don't get away from me. Why didn't you put on the glow in the dark condom? Remember her? That's a different situation. I don't think that Ellie is like her. I don't think that Ellie knows that Steven, what is his name? Victor is slinging all that peen. I don't think she knows that. But Victor is giving me escort. I'm getting island escort from Victor. Maybe that's why he looked like that at 38. Hoeing is stressful. Hoeing, cheating, deceiving, that'll wear on you. That's when a Black person will start showing their age. When they are going through a lot. And I think that's what it is. I'm telling you, I'm getting escort from him. I could be wrong. I'm getting escort from him. Escorting aside, I'm glad that he's okay. I'm glad that he is okay, because now we can get to who he really is, right? Because we're like Ellie's friend who can't really say how horrible we think he is because he just went through something extremely traumatic and we're just glad that he's alive and safe. So you can't really comment on him quite yet. But I feel like 2 or 3 more episodes, we're gonna get into the real Victor. We're gonna get into it. 38. And that's a hard 38 for somebody who lives on the islands, right? Because Black people who live on islands, y'all look a lot younger than the Americans, right? Y'all be looking a lot younger than us. It seems like y'all just have better water over. Where am I going? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if you I've only been to, Jamaica, but from what I have seen, you know what I mean? People from Trinidad, just Black people, island Black people tend to look more youthful than the rest of us who's been spread around by a slave ship. They do. So I'm really worried about Steven looking like this. What have you gone through? And then who looks younger than Americans and island Black people? The purebreds from Africa. I didn't know. I needed another word. But you know what I mean? The ones who haven't been touched by slavery, y'all look even better. So how is he looking like this at 38? I'm confused. I gotta find another word than purebred. That just sounded racist. I'm sorry. Black family. That aside, I'm glad that Victor is okay. Let's move on to my favorite couple, Kenny and Armando. I'm back to crying every episode now. Kenny and Armando just get my heartstrings. They just right in the heart. Right in the heart with this couple. I love them. It was good to see, because in this episode, Kenny and Armando went back to Kenny's family because he wants to tell them that he's going to get married, and he wants to invite them all there. Armando, I'm sorry. They went back to see Armando's family because, he wants to tell his family that he's getting married to Kenneth, and he wants them all to come. I'm having a really hard time, and y'all know I love Kenny and Armando, but I'm having a really hard time believing that your family doesn't know that you're already engaged, right? Because they don't give me poor, desolate people who don't have access to the internet and television. It seems like they got a real nice estate, right? The house looks nice. I haven't seen all the way inside, but we've seen some scenes where they filmed in certain areas, and it looks really nice. I feel like they're kind of not wealthy, but I feel like they got some kind of coin, and I feel like they've watched this show, so they have to know that you're engaged to Kenneth, Armando. So I'm not buying that. What I will buy is that your family is just still not okay with not only you coming out, but you coming out and leaving with your lover and now engaged. Now that is believable to me, but your family not knowing that you're engaged and your family not knowing that you want to invite them to your wedding. They watched the season, Armando. They watched the season, so they have to know. So I'm not buying that, but I'm buying the rest of their story. So anyway, they go back to meet the family, and it seems like a really good trip at this point, because the dad, not only is he acknowledging Kenny, he hugs him. You know what I mean? The dad is finally, it seems like he's coming around a bit. They have an emotional moment with Kenneth and his daughter, where, he talks about having to leave his family, and his daughter breaks down and cry, and then Armando's mom starts crying. The dad sheds a tear. His dad sheds a tear. His sister starts crying. So they all bond over that, or bond over the fact that they both had to lose time with the people who they really love so that they can go and start their lives together. So it affected everybody, and they had this moment. And I think because they had this moment, moment of community and understanding and just feeling what the others are feeling, I think that Kenneth wanted Armando to seize that moment and say, hey, we would like you all to come to our wedding. But I understand Armando saying not right now. And I understand Kenny being like, well, it has to be now, because he's never been closeted. He's been out. He said I was never in no closet. So he doesn't know what that life is like. And he did not want to be with somebody who was like that, but he fell in love with Armando. So I feel like Kenneth should give Armando a break, because you haven't had that journey, but this is Armando's journey, and you love him and you want to be with him. So you got to compromise a bit on that, right? But I understand him not wanting to hide who he is or lie about his lifestyle so that Armando's family could feel comfortable. But you married somebody, you entered into a relationship with somebody who was closeted when you were in the relationship. So expecting him to come out and just be where you're at this time in your journey when you've never been closeted, I think Kenneth just needs to give Armando a bit more time. And speaking on Kenny's side, right? Armando, you got to stop lying to your partner and telling him that you will do certain things. And then when it comes to doing it, you don't do it. And then get upset that he's a bit frustrated that you came up here for something and you still have yet to do it. Now he's feeling betrayed and like you lied to him because you said you would do something and then you don't do it. And then you just expect him to understand every time. It's just like he has to understand my family is different, but you told him you would do something. So keep your word to your partner. So I get both sides, right? So Armando doesn't seize that opportunity because he's just like, everything is going really well. I don't want to rock the boat. I think next episode, they'll probably get into asking the father about that, but I just don't, I think the sister will definitely come. I think the mother will probably choose her husband's side because unfortunately a lot of women do that. Women from an older generation do that. They always side with the husband, wrong or right, even if it's over their children. So I think she will work on her husband and try to get him to come around. But from what we've seen of Armando's mother, she constantly protects her husband. Like how she lied and said that he wasn't here, he was at work, when he was actually in the house and just decided to come out and meet and see Armando and Kenneth. So who knows? I hope the dad does come around because, to be quite honest with you, Papa Armando, your son is being so delicate with you. And he doesn't have to be. He really, really doesn't. He is a grown man. He does not have to be this delicate with you by just asking you to accept who he is. He's treating you very kind, and he doesn't have to because you're not giving him the same grace. So I hope the dad comes around. I really, really, really do. Because it's unfortunate because, Armando's going to be crying the whole time. He's going to be crying next episode. I'm like, at some point, y'all got to come around and start loving on him so that he can get his joy back. Please. All this family does is cry. Kenneth and Armando, whenever they go to see Armando's family, it's just tears. As soon as they pull up, they're crying. I bet you the production is crying while they're filming their scenes. It's just so sad. And it's all because the family will not accept who he is. That's your seed. Y'all created him. How y'all mad at your creation? That was something you two came together and created. So let's look at y'all bloodline and see what's going on. It's not his fault that y'all created a gay child. That's on you. Deal with you. Stop blaming and putting it on the baby. Anyway, let's go to Corey and Evelin. Why are they here? Why are they on this show? I don't get it. Corey and Evelin have nothing going on. There's nothing going on. All of this stuff is fake. We literally watched them have this same ignorant scene where an American tries foreign foods and he's supposed to give a yucky reaction. Oh, he's eating cow balls. Ugh. Why y'all wasting time? They don't have anything going on. They're already married. Evelin, I felt pressured to marry him. Girl, bye. I felt pressured to marry him so that he can stay here in Ecuador with me. Girl, bye. Nobody's believing that. Like, nobody's believing it because maybe it's just your personality, but you don't give any emotions. You're telling your sisters, I felt pressured to get married because he was leaving Ecuador. And if he wasn't married to me, he would have to leave Ecuador. I'm heartbroken about it. I cried the whole time. I didn't want to do it. I felt forced. I hate being in this wedding dress. I don't like it, but I'm going to try on another one. You're not even giving any energy for this storyline to be a little bit believable. It's just not. It's like, I know the mistress is going to pop up because Corey is going to be talking about the mistress next episode. I don't believe any of it. And I honestly feel no shade because I don't want to take a check out of nobody's hands, especially another woman. But I just feel like we could have done without them. With this storyline, Corey and Evelin, you can be interesting if y'all give us something. Cultural differences, religion differences, trying to cohabitate with somebody who has certain expectations because they're from a different place, or forcing him to wash his legs. Like, y'all could have those kind of conversations that would be a lot more interesting than you saying he's forcing you to be married to him when you're already married to him. And I believe that your sisters already knew. They were just playing it out for this scene because no sister can come to another sister and say that she's been married to another guy. She's been married to her boyfriend for over a year. And the sister's reaction is, oh, what? Oh my goodness, you didn't say anything. That's a damn lie. No sisters reacted that way. The sister's going to be insulted first. You did what? With him? Oh, wow. Really? So you out here getting married and nobody knows? Not even me? I can understand mommy, but you don't want to tell me? For a year, you've been married to him? What, you didn't even want to call me up? Who was the witness? Oh, Sheila was the witness. Sheila, your coworker, was the witness, but not your sister. Oh my God, cut the cameras. I don't even feel like this. I'm leaving, and you can't see my kids. Like that stuff like that is going to happen. A sister is going to be very heartbroken that you got married and didn't tell her, and she wasn't even there. She expects to be there over your parents. So I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. What? Oh my goodness. You flipping tables. You making a scene in that restaurant. You blocking her on Instagram. Stop it. I don't believe it. And this is the thing that bothers me about them. I don't believe their storyline, and I feel like they're so lazy with it. That's the thing that's bothering me. You want me to tune in, but you give me absolutely nothing? How dare you? How dare you disrespect my viewership? Give me something. You played yourself with the sister scene. Because ain't no way a sister gonna react like that. Ain't no way. Get out of here. That's all I wanted to say. What do you guys think about this episode? Let's move up. Hey, female butt said, why is everyone in everybody's business these days? Because we ain't got nothing else to do. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. Black Lavender said Ari was hugging Leo a little too long. Fake. I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. Spency said Ari told Wish, which is wild, and Wish told Bini. Like, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Thank you for clearing that up, because I didn't know that she told Bini at all. I didn't know that she told Wish. I absolutely forgot about that. Thank you so much. Fabiola said, Steven concerns me. And then Trixie said, Steven is such a weirdo. I think this is why Steven comes off as a weirdo. It's because Steven is not being himself. He's being somebody that he thinks the Mormon church would want for him to be on camera, right? We have not met the real Steven. Because the way Alina talks about him, she met a totally different guy. I think Steven is a little nasty. I think he was doing some stuff to Alina when he was going to visit her. I think, he was pulling out some stuff, rubbing on some stuff when they're on their Zooms and FaceTimes. And now Alina is shocked that she is meeting this man that won't even touch her when they've had incidents and situations before. So she's very shocked by his behavior. But Steven, he's so in, because again, he doesn't know what she's telling us in the confessionals. So he's thinking that everything is just going according to plan. But Alina is telling us exactly who he is. So who he is from Alina's perspective is not adding up to this phony guy that he's showing us, because he's not comfortable in his fakeness. Oh, we can't stay together. We can't stay together because if we stay together, we're going to sin. You've been sinning with Alina. You've been sinning with Alina. Stop it. Hey, it's Kima. It's Kima says, Steven on next week's episode is talking about, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage. You moved to another country. Again, in my earlier review, I told you, I don't think that this couple is going to stay on 90 Day Fiance the other way for a very long time. I think they're probably going to give us 2 seasons if they do end up getting married. But I feel like the outcome is always to get to America. Jenny and Summit, also known as Samit, it is always, I felt like in the beginning that Samit was trying to scam to get to the United States. I don't know what the hell is going on now. So I feel like this couple may just stay in India, but the majority of these couples, I think their main goal is always to get on 90 Day Fiance happily ever after. I think their goal is always to get back to America. And I'm like, after the pandemic and everything that's happened, y'all still trying to come here? Okay. Have at it. Have at it. Hey, Rachel. Rachel said, by the way, how old was Alina when they got together? If she's 20 and he's 25. Oh, what? I didn't know they met 5 years ago. I thought they had been talking for a year. They've been talking for 5 years? How did I miss that? Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that's a problem. Sarah said they are lying through their teeth. They are sinning daily. Absolutely. And after they sin, they sit on the side of the bed and just start praying, Father, forgive us. The flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. Get out of here. Miss Gigi said, glad I never went to Christian camp. That's how it went down back in the day. Today, oh, Christian camp is something else. These kids, ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. He does. I really thought he was a much older man. When she said 38, I said, no. Victor was not, he wasn't born in the 80s. He was born in the 60s. What is going on? What are you doing, Victor? They got you aging like that on an island. Island Black people, I'm telling you, go back and look. Go back and look. Stunning. Stunning. It's like, what is your skincare routine? What sunscreen are you using? Like, what is it? What vitamin C serum are you using? But Victor, what is going on? Whose mother? We saw somebody's mom on 90 Day Fiance. I think she was from South Africa. Her mother, ancient. You would have never known. She looked so young. All her teeth, bright teeth, sickening cheekbones. Victor should not look like that at 38. There's no way. Stephanie. That's why I was calling him Steven, because I was thinking about Stephanie. Thank you so much, Rachel. Yes, Stephanie. Stephanie. Now, let's be real. Let's be real. We can say a lot. But we have to tell the truth. Ellie is using Miss Jessie's. When she was in the shower, I was trying to see her products. Because I'm like, I know you go to the colored section at Target. I know where you are buying your products. I just know it. Ellie, ain't no way. Ain't no way you in the Caucasian aisle for hair products. You getting your Miss Jessie's. You're taking home some kinky curly. I know what you're doing. Definitely a gigolo. That's what I'm getting, Josie. That's what I'm getting. And it seems to be an epidemic. An epidemic with a lot of women who go on vacation to these islands. Y'all getting caught, American women, y'all getting caught up by gigolos. Y'all need to know the game. A lot of y'all are getting caught up by gigolos. Listen, the thing that's supposed to happen is y'all supposed to have sex for the time that you are there, give him a little bit of coin, and y'all leave and never see each other again. Y'all getting pregnant, falling in love, moving to the island to be with them. That's not how the game goes. That's not how it's supposed to be. Y'all not supposed to take that sand from the beach back to America. Y'all supposed to leave that sand there. And that was a moment you don't talk about. You know what I mean? It happened. Y'all bringing home babies, his pink. Y'all bringing home all of this stuff. That's not supposed to happen. Y'all can't do these girls trips right. The whole trips, eat, pray, love trips. Y'all don't know how to do them right. Why are you falling in love and having unprotected sex on a vacation? If you never use condoms, that's the time to use them. But nobody listens to me. Spency said, why does Ellie never bring up his... Oh, what? No! Who did Victor beat up? Ellie, no! I want her to win. Because she was spiking her drinks. Stephanie was putting something in them drinks. She was putting something in those drinks. Denard said it's the island air. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. The good food, no preservatives, clean water, clean air. What else is it? It's the food, the water, the air. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. And y'all don't have the stress of like capitalism. That capitalism, whew, it will do a number on your skin. Every episode, I'm like, why am I crying? Like, what's going on? When Kenny's daughter just started breaking down, it was like a domino effect, right? Because Kenny's daughter broke down and went on his shoulder. Then Kenny started breaking down. Then Armando started breaking down. Then Armando's father started breaking down. Then his sister started breaking down. Then his mom was bawling. It was just like a domino effect of tears. I love this couple. I feel like for me, for the 90 Day Fiance shows, this Kenny and Armando is some of their best casting. Some of their best casting. I enjoy them. I enjoy them so much because I believe it. For me, this is the real deal. I don't think that they're scamming, trying to get anything else out of this show besides sharing their story. And I love that. And they actually have content that's not messy, doesn't have a lot of drama. It just has a lot of realism and just like realism and truth, and just your heart is involved because their hearts are involved. And it's a prime example of you don't have to be messy to be on reality TV. You can either be like funny or relatable or have a very interesting story where you don't have to create drama. They're the perfect example of it. IA said, let me tell you, my grandmom lived to 110. Oh, she lived in Nigeria all her life. Good food, sunshine, and no stress does you good. I'm telling you, if you've never been to Jamaica, go to Jamaica. Those people are stunning. I'm like, how in the hell does everybody look like this? Is anybody over the age of 30? I don't see it. Stunning. Stunning. So I don't know what's going on with Victor. I don't know how he got like that. I didn't like that because when he came out, I was like, Mom, like you look right at the mom and she's like, stop covering for your husband. He's being homophobic towards your son. Stop protecting him. Like you can check. Listen, yes, the husband is the head of the household, right? The woman is the neck. Would you guide him in the right place, please, mama? Stop protecting this man. He is being homophobic towards your son. Acknowledge that, address it, and get him together. You have the power. I don't get it. Oh no, Trixie. Trixie said, I'm over them. They are boring to me. Kenny has a little something behind his eyes. Oh, I just love Armando's daughter. That's it. She's such a little princess. She's such a little princess. Black Lavender said, I'm so tired of Kenny not being able to speak Spanish. Yes, very lazy. He's been there 90 years and can't say one word in Spanish, but yet you plan on marrying a man whose first language is Spanish. So you just want him to struggle to speak with you. Like, come on. Come on. Fabiola said the daughter's crying was too much for me. Oh, no, somebody also said that too. Laura Becker said Kenny and the crying annoyed me. Y'all sick of Kenny and his daughter with all the crying. But guys, you have to realize she hasn't seen her father since they went to Mexico for Kenny's proposal to Armando. She hasn't seen him since, and she hasn't been able to see him because of the pandemic. So she hasn't seen her father, who she saw every day in over a year. I get her emotion. She's also pregnant. So I just get her being very emotional. It didn't bother me because I knew. I could understand why. Tony said, I want this to progress. Same. I feel like I want to know what happened to Armando's vet business. What's life like in Mexico? We saw the wedding. I'm past this. I'm sure their family knew, like you said. Yeah. Yeah. Laura said Dean and who was Riggin? Should not be on Pillow Talk. Riggin is fine, but Dean just hollers the whole time. Who is Riggin? Who is Riggin? Yeah, I agree. It's Kima. Kenny needs to learn Spanish a year later and nothing. What's up, Brenda B? Brenda B said, I know exactly how hard it is for Armando. His dad is very macho and will take a while to accept it. It's part of the culture. Hoping he comes around. Very true. Very, very true. Can we talk about that? Takara said, if the family won't accept him, how is he planning to have 200 people at this wedding? I didn't want to speak on that because I'm just like, maybe you just know that many people. But if your own father won't accept your relationship, how do you think the whole neighborhood is going? I don't know. Because he said that, like, in Mexico, weddings are a big thing. Like, the whole neighborhood comes. Everybody who you've ever met or been a part of your life comes. But I'm just like, your father can't be the only one who feels this way, right? It seems like because he is just able to go around like that and not really accept your lifestyle, not your lifestyle, your life, while everybody protects him, makes me believe that this environment that you are in, especially an environment that you remained closeted in and then came out and went back into the closet, especially also in an area where you decided to move out of because you didn't feel safe that you could be out with Kenneth. You think those people are coming to your wedding? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Me too. Rachel said, I really wish that Corey and Evelin weren't taking up space on this show. It's not believable. And there's no effort behind this storyline. Y'all lazy. Y'all lazy. Fabiola said, OMG, Evelin and her sisters are so annoying because it just doesn't make any sense. I don't like you, so I'm going to make you eat cowboy soup. Like, why would y'all even go along with a storyline like that? Because that just bastardizes your culture for an American audience that is watching it. With the whole, I hate this soup. Well, oh, it's very Corey. It's very fatty. What is it? It's cowballs. Like, what? Why are you reinforcing that ignorance? Like, y'all wasted 7 minutes on this. They were not necessary this season. Absolutely, Trixie. They should have put in another couple. Yeah, they're not given what they are supposed to have gave at all. At all. Dr. M said, my granddad was having kids well into his 90s, died at 105, born and raised in Ghana. His skin was flawless. It was, see, I heard about that. It was the real raw shea butter in the African, in the African sponge. I got it. As soon as y'all told me about that, I said, yes. Give me all the secrets. Give me all the secrets. I can't find it, guys. Ornella, I cannot find Married at First Sight UK. Oh, Tariq. Thank you. I'm sorry. Dean is Tariq. Tariq and Hazel. Brother, and Riggin is his wife. Oh, she's on? Oh, I don't watch Pillow Talk. I don't know why. I used to really be into Pillow Talk. I don't know what happened. I just fell off. Oh, Glow Popper said Mexico City is surprisingly LGBTQ friendly. The other parts, not so much. Thank you. Fabiola also said, I guess it just seemed a bit extra. And I guess it just seemed a bit extra compared to people I know who haven't seen their families in decades after leaving home. So it was a bit extra in my opinion, but I get they miss each other. Yeah, I think it's also being away from each other for a year is a lot, right? Them being away from each other for a year because of the pandemic, especially when you have an older parent and they're in a place where you don't know if it's as safe health-wise for them. You know, I think it's all of that. I think it's not seeing him for a year and the pandemic. That's just like extra. And just seeing him and seeing that he's safe and healthy, it's probably just really emotional. And the hormones don't help, right? The hormones don't help her already being very emotional about that. Oh, it may or may not be on YouTube. I have to check it out. How many episodes are they in, Rachel? How many episodes are they in? Candace says, Kenny and Armando have a healthy living relationship. I feel like that's one of the only couples I can really think of that have a healthy relationship. I can't think of no other ones. I know our girl is in danger. She is. I feel so sorry for Ellie. I really like her, but this does not seem like a good situation. Hey, Linda. Linda said, how do they think so many people will come to Kenny and Armando's wedding? I thought they said same-sex marriages were not acceptable in Mexico. Will so many people still go to the wedding? Yeah. And also, Linda, it's also a pandemic. How are you just getting, first of all, just 200 people from Armando's side? How is this happening? It doesn't seem realistic. It does not seem realistic because it's like, one, you can't say that your family in the neighborhood that you grew up in does not accept your LGBTQ relationship and then say they're all coming to your wedding in a pandemic. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Okay. 10 episodes? Thank you, Rachel. I'll look for it because everybody's talking about it, but I just can't find it. So Steph said, what happened to old boy who impregnated the lady in the Amazon? That's the type of stuff. I know. I thought they were going to be on. They need to be on the next 90 Day Fiance the other way. I feel like that will be because she does want to raise her son, I think it's her or her daughter, around him. So I think that I really thought that couple was going to be on one of these 90 Day Fiance shows. I don't know why they aren't. They were such an interesting couple. That whole show, that 90 Day Fiance Caribbean island show, resort show, that was a really good show. They had great couples, and I wish that they would take those couples to network TV, the shows on network TV, because they were really, really interesting, and they gave us some good stuff. It was one, remember the, I forget her name, but the sister who was falling for, I don't think he's Jamaican. Where is he from? Virgin Islands? The DJ with the daughter. They were interesting. Interesting. They need to do that. Take those couples from their spinoff shows and put them on the regular 90 Day Fiance. Hey, Azza. Azza said, has anyone noticed that when Ari says, I miss you, her ex says, I'll miss you guys. Ari's ex don't want her. He doesn't. He's moved on. But I also think that Ari is just faking it, which is why he's not buying it. Because if you had these feelings, why did you never deal with them, right? Or reach out to him? But now you want to talk about, you stayed at his house for 2 days, no cameras. But suddenly when the cameras are there, you want to talk about and cry about breaking up with him. And now you want to see if your relationship could have worked because, you have a whole camera crew now. Why not explore that? I'm not buying it, Ari. I'm not. Laura, Karini and Paul? They had another child? Karini. Wait, hold on, Karini. Do you not like Paul or do you like him? Are you faking not liking him for the show? Why do you keep on having so many kids with him? I'm so confused about this couple because 1 minute Paul is on Instagram Live crying about how Karini left him and doesn't want anything to do with him. And then the next minute they're pregnant. What is going on? What is going on? Karini, it can't be. It can't be. You can't be dickmatized by Paul. I don't believe it. Why do you keep on sleeping with him? What is going on? Oh, it's on YouTube, Globe Hopper. Thank you. So if you guys are interested in Married at First Sight UK, it's on YouTube. Oh, also UK Telly. Thank you, Globe Hopper. Who was that? Laura Becker, he told her he was a Nigerian prince, lied that his son's mom was dead, and she still married him after slapping him with ice cream in Vietnam. This sounds so familiar. What was this couple? What is the name of this couple? I feel like I've watched it. Who is this? Who is this, Laura? I forgot, but I think I know. But I can't remember right now. No, I saw it on 90 Day Fiance the melanated way, so I can confirm that they are either pregnant or they just had another child. Karina, you got enough kids to get out of this situation. You got enough kids to get out of this situation because you have to know he's just not going to have any money. Oh, wait. Do you not want to leave him because of the show? Because I feel like this show keeps a lot of couples together that would not be together without this TV show. Oh, what? You sound like Paul, Megan. You sound like Paul. Narkia and Lowell? Who the hell was that? What show? What season were they on? And what show? Because I feel like I feel like I watched this. Let me just look it up. Narkia and Alowo. Oh, I don't remember them. Who is this? Oh my God, I don't remember them. What show are they on, Laura? What show are they on? Oh, I do. Her hair is different. Yes. Why won't they bring them back on? Why won't they bring this couple back on? I do remember them, Laura. Why won't they bring this couple back on? Why won't they bring the beekeeper couple back on? Remember the beekeeper couple? That little weird couple. I love them. Why won't they bring them back on? Mock reviews, what's up? Said that's probably true that some couples stay together for the show. Now, Russ and Paola are off the show. They're getting divorced. Child, keep your eye out. Keep your eye out. Keep your eye out on Russ and Paola. I want to see. I want to see what happens now. Keep your eye out, 90 Day Fiance. And bring them back on when there's been significant changes with this couple. We got to cover that story. Because I feel like, let me move on. So Steph said, and the white guy that promised to pay a dowry for the girl in Kenya, but he didn't know how much it was. What I think they're still together. They're still together. They are still together. Yeah. She's here with him because I saw an update on them. Yeah, they're still together. They are still together. Anyway, family, let me get out of here. Again, another great live. I would say longer, but I got like 30 minutes and I got to call the franchise tag. Pray my strength in the Lord. It's always me. I got $2 and I'm always like, me and this U.S. government. But yeah, I got to make a call before 5. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I've had a really great time. I don't know if Bachelor in Paradise comes on tonight. If it doesn't, I'll see you guys for that live on Wednesday, but I'll do something on Tuesday. So there will be some content on the page if that doesn't happen, but I still think I'm going to put up another video anyway. But let me get out of here, go do my stuff. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend here with me at NikkiStar TV, and I will see you all soon for something else. Laura Becker said, I want Nicole on Single Life now that she's got no Hassan, also known as Azan. I will watch that if she were on there. I will watch 90 Day Fiance The Single Life with Nicole. I definitely. Benjamin and Akini! Thank you, Linda. Akini is here. Benjamin and Akini are here. They are here. Tracy said, shout out to the replay, NikkiStar TV replay gang. Please, thank you for watching, and please remember to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. We are on our way to 13K. We might be there by the end of this week, guys. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Thank you for all of your support. It means the world to me. I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, I got to eat too. I have to do so much in 30 minutes. Child, pray for me. Pray.